right, here we go. There we are. Hey, I got to say hello to our whopping 3 people out there watching us right now. Thank you, all 3 of you, very much for joining us. I appreciate it. I don't know if we got a bad time here as far as the show time and such, or I do not know, but I know that, first of all, welcome to Mitch'S World. Excellent. I am your host once again, Mitch Stockdale, and with me, of course, is my producer, my technical advisor, my one and only wife, Barb.
Hello, hello.
There's Barb. Party on, Barb.
Party on, Wayne.
Wayne, what are you waiting for? Jesus, God, what?
I don't know who you are.
It was so simple, and she blew it. The name is Mitch.
The nerves.
You're nervous, and you're not even on camera.
No, it's not a public person.
You're not a public person. The camera's on me. So anyway, hello to my few people that are watching live right now. Anyway, thank you for joining it very, very much. I appreciate it. Rhonda, hello. Thank you for your nice post a little while ago on Twitter. I appreciate that very much. So anyway, okay, we're here at Mitch's World, and we're going to try this again this week. Okay, first off the bat, we made a couple changes to hopefully make the viewing more pleasurable for all. Yes, I went to, oh, shut up, Rhonda. I'm not moving now. Yes.
We're on
yes.
the table.
The table. This is a table. I can move my head if I want, but I am not shaking things with a laptop on my lap. Thank you very much.
You are shaking.
Oh, I am shaking again. My God. I can't.
Shaking the table.
I am shaking it. I can't stop moving. What am I? I'm not even moving right now. It's still shaking.
This is still.
Okay, I'm going to stay perfectly still and not
keep your feet flat on the floor.
Flat on the floor. I don't know. Anyway,
he's got nervous energy.
Nervous energy, I guess. I don't know. I moved the laptop into the next room. We're on a table, and we're still having motion issues. So, anyway, okay. So we moved over here into the next room. So hopefully we're going to do something better tonight. Far as at least the camera staying better anyway. So
you're all plugged in.
We're all plugged in.
Hopefully
no power issues this week. The cat's in the other room, but you never know. Okay. All right. Just an FYI for everybody. I suffer from chronic dry mouth. Okay. So with that in mind, but I got a smaller mint this time. So hopefully I won't be so bad. So anyway, still terrible anyway. So yes, it wasn't nervous chronic dry mouth. It's just chronic mouth. Yes, Barb calls it chronic mouth. So anyway, we're here. Okay, we're going to try this again. So as those of you who are with us right now live, as you can see on the banner, we added another person. I had our friend Pikachu from Twitter remind me of Ziggy. But Ziggy passing away last year. I did not know Ziggy. I didn't have a chance to chat with Ziggy at all. So it's not gum. It's Ron. It's a mint. Anyway, but Ziggy passed away last year. Was a member of the Truther World, and so Pikachu asked me if we could add her Ziggy onto the banner, and we've done so. So as you'll see there, we got our friend Eric Jose, Richard McAdam, Denise, and Ziggy. Now, the show is dedicated in their loving memory. So, okay, we got that going. All right, rock and roll. Okay, want to let you know also throughout the show, if you want to post a comment if you're in the chat room there, if you want something we want to for me to talk about, or a question of any sort, put it in capital letters so Barb could see it. And she'll give me a yell, or she'll just interrupt me like she normally does. And of course, and we'll mention it here on the show. So we'll go with that. So like I said, all caps if you want something to be mentioned during the show. So from our show last week, I saw that we had almost 100 views total, which I think is pretty awesome. I was not expecting a big crowd at all, and obviously we're starting a little late tonight, but hopefully people will be catching it on the replay throughout the week. So, but for those of you who are with us right now live, thank you very much. For those of you who are catching our show via on your own time later, thank you again as well. We appreciate everybody who subscribed and who are watching right now. So, okay. we have a very, very, very special announcement. Okay. Next week, we have
our first
guest. And she is just the definition of sweet and wonderful and a warrior. I'm talking about, give me a picture, Barb.
Da-da-da-da.
Sandy Greenman, yes. Sandy, Stephen's #1 supporter, is going to be joining us on the show. And I'm looking forward to talking to Sandy, getting a little bit more about her. I know some of her story, how she met Stephen as well. I want her to share that again as well. Give us some updates on Stephen, because thank you, that was me again. Yes, Sandy talks to Stephen frequently. Unfortunately, she hasn't been able to see him for a while due to the COVID, but I know she keeps in constant contact with him. So he knows about this new show. Barb and I actually sent our best to Sandy to pass on to Stephen as well. She's going to do so.
Any questions anybody wants to ask?
Yes, we're going to do a little Q&A. If you want, we'll post the email later on again, because we're going to do another contest. We'll go to the email.
There's the email.
There's the email. Tell the witch. That was fast. Hit it again, Barb. Tell the witch at yahoo.com. If you have a question for Sandy, did you want to send ahead of time? Please do. And I'll have Sandy answer questions, but we also can have her answer things from the feed in the chat room next week as well. So spread the word. I will be posting as well about it. But Sandy is joining us next week, and I am so excited. Sandy is the best. Absolutely. And I think just about everybody will agree with me on that one. Absolutely the best. So we're looking forward to as well. And hopefully, if all goes good, this would go into October now, October 3rd. We're looking to have Jenny Holtzclaw as our guest. Jenny is the sister of Daniel Holtzclaw, who is going to be mentioned a lot on this show. He was a Oklahoma City police officer who was wrongfully incarcerated right now for sexual assaults on multiple women. I'll just leave it at that. And he is 1,000% innocent in my mind and in his household. Absolutely. Barb's getting a big nod to the yes as well. So we are going to have Jenny on October 3rd, if all goes good. And then the following week on the October 13th, we're hoping to have AC Shilton. AC, for those of you who know this, AC was a part of the documentary on Netflix called The Innocent Man, which was based on the John Grisham novel. And she's an investigative reporter, freelance, and she was a part of the Tommy Ward case as far as researching it, reporting it as well. And so she's an expert on it, better than I am, that's for sure. So if AC will reply to me again and confirm, we're going to have her. She's already tentatively committed. I just wanted to make sure she's going to be with us. So we'll have AC as well. I highly recommend, if you have not seen, first of all, about Daniel Holtzclaw, if you've not watched Daniel in the Den, it's a 2-part series from Michelle Malkin Investigates. It's on YouTube. I highly recommend you watch it. And if you've seen it, watch it again, because it's so important. It's a very, very, very well done piece of journalism talking about Daniel's case. And then again, I highly recommend you also check out, if you have Netflix, watching The Innocent Man. And that will talk about Tommy Ward's case. It's part of a couple of cases they talk about that was in Grisham's book. But like I said, we're focusing on Tommy because Tommy Ward is still incarcerated for a murder he did not commit back in Oklahoma again, back in 1984. So we'll hope to have AC here, like I said, on the 13th. So we got Sandy next week, Jenny Holtzclaw the following week, and hopefully AC the week after that, if all goes good. So
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Yes. Thank you, Rhonda. Rhonda's posting things, so thank you very much for that, Rhonda, as well. All right. Another thing I wanted to add in here, and Barb, you don't have to do nothing for this.
Okay. So, thank goodness.
Yeah. As a lot of you probably know, here in the, we lost a very a warrior yesterday. Ruth Gator Ginsburg, Bader Ginsburg passed away. RBG, Supreme Court Justice. She was an advocate for many, many things, including those who are wrongfully incarcerated as well. And what I wanted to do is just read part of a quote from the Innocence Project that's did a little tribute to her today. And I wanted to just read some of the posts here real quick here too. That she inspired us to pursue freedom for the staggering number of innocent people who remain incarcerated and to dismantle the systematic injustices responsible for such wrongful convictions. So I wish a couple of the cases that we follow and support would got in front of her, because maybe it could have helped, maybe not. Unfortunately, they are given 3,000 cases a year to look at, and I know they kind of handpick which ones they're going to look at. So unfortunately, I know Stephen's case and not Stephen, but Brendan's case and Daniel's cases were turned down. But I hope that maybe one day they'll be in front of them again. Hopefully we won't get that far. Hopefully we're going to get everybody out beforehand with the works of Kathleen Zelder and such. So anyway, okay, moving on. Last week we had our first douchebag contest, and I'm not going to go through that douchebag. I got criticized for overkilling it and everything, so I'm just going to say douchebag. Okay, so those of you who are criticizing me, you can now shut up because I just said so. The big winner, which was no surprise, was oh my God,
Sweaty man himself.
Yeah, the sweaty prize himself, the big winner. Okay, now we have a little special surprise, like I mentioned in my tweet for those of you who are in the Twitter world. Okay, one of our lucky contestants who was kind enough to vote in the contest, we have to hit it again because I want to keep him up there. Okay. Is going to win a special prize. Okay. And that winner is.
What do you want to tell you the prize is first?
Okay, the prize is, yes, I'll go through it. The prize is, that's okay, that's okay. Okay, you get to have a romantic, all expense paid dinner for two with the sweaty prize himself. Number one predator himself. I'm not going to say his name so I don't get sued by him. But this person's going to win a dinner date for two with this guy.
And so, are we ready?
Are we ready? The big winner is, oh yeah, there she is. Our friend Fan has just won a special prize. And I'll tell you, the topic of conversation and that dinner date is going to be all about him, as we already know from his past escapades. Oh my gosh, yeah. So Fen, it's all yours, babe. It's all yours. Now, I know Fen's not with us right now because she told me she wasn't going to be live with us, but she's going to see this, and it's for her. So to spread the word, everybody, through your social media, and let know that Fen is the big winner chicken dinner. Yes, that's her. Okay.
Rhonda said she would take that dinner in a heartbeat.
Take the dinner so you can what? Kill him? Okay, good. Tie him up and get the truth out of him. Tie him with the magic lasso and make him tell the truth there, Rhonda. There you go, right there. So, okay. Speaking of douchebags, okay, we are going to go to our contest. We're going to have another week of this douchebag of the week again, okay? And what we're going at this time are judges, okay? Judges involved in the cases that we all fight to get the person out, that these judges sent these people to prison, okay? And they have no business being there, as we all know. So, okay, douchebag number one. All right, we know who he is. I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to get sued by him, but our sweaty prize insisted on having him preside over the case. I wonder why. He did not let the coroner already gone.
You told me not.
Okay, douchebag number two. Okay. Give me douchebag number one again. I want to talk more.
Okay, there you go.
Going back to 1. I'm sorry, we didn't make it long enough. So,
You told me to shorten it.
okay. Remember, everybody, he would not allow the coroner to testify because she was a conflict of interest. And she was the only one, as we all know, that had no conflict of interest with Stephen's trial because she wasn't part of the original rape case.
Well, coroners only kick the bones.
You only kick the bones, right? Came out. Douchebag number 2 comes up for domestic court. Its first case is a murder case of Brendan Dassey. Could have clearly saw that he had inadequate counsel. Did he do anything about it? Nope. Nope. Listens to another scenario of how Teresa Halbach is killed. Yep. Okay. And that's douchebag number 2. Douchebag number 3. A lot of you don't know. This is the gentleman who presided. Oh, that's me.
That's you. Sorry,
now we're going again. Now you're going back to bag 1 again.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's bag 1 again. Okay, douchebag 1 again. Okay, Stevens.
Sorry.
Judge again.
That's still not that good.
So we'll take issue there. Douchebag number 1 again. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think he was involved with the boys.
There you go.
Douchebag number 2 again. Okay, presided over Stevens. I'll tell you in a minute.
Brandon.
Brandon's case. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a minute, everybody. Brandon's case, and you know.
And then number 3.
And then finally number 3, which he'll come up in a minute. I'll start talking about him now. He was presided over Daniel's Holtzclaw case. Okay. And as you all know, that all the garbage that was going on with Daniel's case as well. Oh my gosh. So I'm not going to give this guy any more time. He doesn't deserve it. So we got douchebag number 1, number 2, and number 3. So if you will cast your votes again by sending them to
gotta click.
Tell the Witch at yahoo.com. Put that up again, Barb.
There you go. Tell the Witch at yahoo.com.
That wasn't fast enough. I was trying to take a drink. Yes, I got cotton mouth again, everybody. Already. Okay.
Or you can also make your vote in the comments.
Yeah, if you want to make your vote in the comments since you're live, you're welcome to do so as well. That was the suggestion that I got, that we can go both ways. Woo! Both ways. Thank you very much. Yes.
So Rhonda has already voted for
Mitch.
numero uno.
Oh, that's freaking out. So if you want to vote in the chat room, please do.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so that's the contest for this week. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to kind of keep this one a little bit on the short side tonight, basically because the next 3 weeks, if all goes good, we're going to have guests, and the shows are going to be a little bit longer. Yeah, packed, I hope, and we're going to make them a little bit longer. But what we're going to do tonight is, first of all, I'm not going to say this with a cheerful voice like I did last week, but I will say that it's time to get to know me. Yes, I said a little more cheerfully last week, but yes, get to know me.
We're on the serious side.
A little more serious side this week, because I want to talk about something that is a lot more serious. And I will say this: a lot of you know some about me, some don't, and I'm going to share. I know I work as a chemical dependency counselor or an addiction counselor. I was an officer of the court here in Ohio, but I switched jobs over the last year, so I'm not working with the courts as close as I was. However, I work in the field of addiction. And why do I do this? Well, because I am also in recovery in addiction. I have gladly been sober now today 8 years, 3 months, and 2 days. Yes, yay.
Round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, yes. Why I want to talk about this a little bit tonight is because the disease of addiction, and that's what it is, my friends, a disease, affects, I would say, almost every person on this planet, one way or another, either directly or indirectly. Either it's somebody like even maybe you, who is battling this disease right now, or in recovery like I am at this moment. You have a spouse, a child, a family friend, possibly another family member along the way as well, who is battling this disease. Okay, and like I said, one way or another, kind of that 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, it does come back to you as well. And why I'm talking about this tonight, because I'm not going to brag about me, but we're going to show a couple of things here in a moment here about me. But I want to let the truther world know that if any of you at any time want to talk about this, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. You can reach out to me through the email for the show. You can DM me on Twitter. And I know a couple of you already do. And I appreciate the people that, take the bold step to reach out, because it's a very difficult subject to talk about, especially when a lot of people are in denial about what it really is. And I will say right now, with all honesty, because addiction comes with a bad stigma. You say the word alcoholic, yes, it's bad, but it's not so bad, sometimes. But you say the word drug addict, and a lot of people who do not understand about this disease, absolutely, they're people they're thieves and they're crooks, and they, addicts do this and addicts do that. And unfortunately, they're right about that part. Negative consequences just come with this disease if it's untreated. It's just inevitable. I will say in my own case, I was incarcerated multiple times. I went to prison. Yes, I went to prison. Now, it was just on a short time. It was only 5 months, but that was more than enough for me. I'm sort of not like Stephen and Brendan and Daniel and Tommy as far as it stays. And here's the other catch. I was guilty. Yes, I was absolutely guilty. Of course, the way the people talked in prison, I was the only guilty man there, but I was guilty of being there. So it was no setup or nothing like that. I was not taking care of my disease, and I was warned what was going to happen, and I didn't want to listen to that. And guess what? They were right. They were right. And so I want to show a couple pictures.
Okay, you ready?
Barb's going to show one.
The before.
Yeah, that's one of my mug shots, 2012. That's the one before I went to prison. Yeah, look at that winner. Yeah, actually, when I had some hair in my head too, just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to show you a guy who is taking care of himself today and is sober and happy and doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's a couple weeks ago, my friends, and not bad. But that's the good side of what recovery brings. It brings health. It can bring happiness. So, but I want everybody to know.
Very true. Rhonda said drinking is socially acceptable, so it's less of a stigma.
Yep, very true. Very true. You say the word drugs and I'll tell you, my friends, it's the same. Drinking, any kind of drug, the same. Why it's the same? It goes to the same part of the brain. It affects the brain the same way. Okay? Now, some are stimulants, some are depressants, like alcohol. As well, for me, it was alcohol, and it was also, I got into pain pills as well after an injury. So, I dabbled in both. Okay? I didn't try a lot of the other drugs that are out there that my patients that I see talk about. The big one in Ohio right now is methamphetamines. That's the number one on the hit parade. Absolute number one. Now, you hear on the news, especially in Ohio, it's an opiate epidemic and blah, blah, blah. My friends, it's not an opiate epidemic. It's an addiction epidemic. And it's been going on for years. And I mean, we're talking decades. Okay. It's been going on here in the United States, for those of you in the US. Okay. The media and our government give it the wrong recognition, because they call it an opiate epidemic. If not, their solution is to put a stranglehold on the doctors by limiting what they can prescribe, which is a joke, and then also suing the pharmaceutical companies for developing and distributing a dangerous drug. Well, with that same idea, my friends, alcohol is a dangerous drug in the hands of an addict. So are we going to be suing makers of like Budweiser and all these other kind of wonderful beers, Anheuser-Busch, all these companies? Are we going to sue them? No, absolutely not. Not what, they're not going to do that. So, okay. Again, what I tell you, it's the same. Okay. Government solution, It's just not there as well. So, anywho, I say again, if you need help, a family member needs help, okay? I don't care where you are in the world. I want you to please reach out to me, okay? And Barb and I are going to we'll do everything we can to find proper treatment for where you are, okay? And we will both certainly help you as much as we can from our end, as well, okay? And one thing I will share as well, my friends, if you know somebody and you've been on their case about their use and such, yelling, threatening does no good. It really doesn't. This disease convinces the addict, and I'm talking about myself, this is my own experience as well, convinces that they are okay, that they're handling it, that the consequences, especially the negative ones, will never happen to them. Their brain convinces them of this. So you wonder when you see somebody who is still using, knowing they're going to go to probation the next day and do a drug test, and why are they smoking pot the day before, knowing what's going to happen? It's because their brain convinces them that it's okay. And that's what they go with. Okay? So, like I say again, yelling, threatening, no good.
Okay, Mitchie Poo,
But
get off your soapbox.
Off my soapbox now, Barb? I was doing so good. So anyway, so please reach out to us. So, okay, if we can help you, we certainly will. Okay? All right, recap real quick. Like I said, it's going to be a short one this time, my friends. So next week, our friend Sandy.
Sandy, let me show you that beautiful picture.
So that picture again, Sandy there, #1 truther, supporter of Stephen, Sandy Greenman is going to be with us. And like I said, we'll have a longer show with her as well, okay? And then hopefully Jenny Holtzclaw the following week, and then AC Shilton the week after that, okay? Yeah. So, all right, and with that, we're going to wrap it up tonight, okay?
Let's remind everybody of our email one more
time on the email, please.
Tell the witch
to cast your votes for douchebag #2, contest number 2, 1, 2, or 3, but contest week #2, and also if we can help you out in any way as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so do that as well. So, okay, with that in mind, we're going to finish the show again with the segment we did last week, reminding us all why we're here. Okay, watch, and I'll see you next week, my friends. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.